Oh shit, I forgot to prep. There we go. G'day, and welcome on in, everybody. My name is Mith, man of 100 voices, and your dad joke VTuber. G'day, and welcome. You know, it feels a little darker than, well, the sound does not match the image. Hold on. Why do I keep forgetting to do stuff ahead of time? I literally am during the break. In my defense, I was setting things up. Oh my god, a horror game? I don't think it's a horror game. If it is a horror game, I've been lied to. Hold on, getting it on screen. Okay, it's on screen. There we go. Granted. Oh no, a graphics menu! G'day, and welcome on in. The music is creepy, I'll give you that. The brightness doesn't do anything. Oh well. Ah, it's the blueprints. Yeah! Bet me. Sorry you're late. You're not late. You arrived just on time. You were busy playing Rabby Ribby on your Switch in docked mode. Ooh, never heard of Rabby Ribby. But yeah. So reasons I was a little scuffed, other than welcome to being a VTuber. Scuff is kind of part of the charm, to be honest. But I updated my sound. I figured out what was wrong and why I couldn't get my sound quality working and things. Two things. One, my audio mixing software had an update. So I think that's what was causing the crashing on the compressor. I haven't had a crash since the update. And secondly, I realized I had a setting turned off. There's a little slider on my the little audio mixer that says, "Do you want to hear the sound effects?" And I had it off. So anything that I did to my microphone, I didn't hear. That's why my noise gate wasn't working. The AI removal wasn't working. Nothing was working. At least to me. I couldn't hear it. I turned it on and everything was working perfectly. So there was no audio problem yesterday is what that translates to. Man, you didn't know they made a game about you? Blue! G'day. Welcome on in. How are you doing? I know. We have to fight over who the Blue Prince is. You or me. Granted, your name is Blue. I think you win. You're pretty excited because Doom the Dark Ages is just, it's only 7 days away? Which monitors? No. Wait, why'd you go back to 1080? Get back up there. Wait, is that because if I do this, it goes got it. So, you guys don't see this, but whenever I turn off full screen, my screen actually gets brighter. I love the way that it looks in my preview for you guys. It has a nice deep black and a nice popping white. I don't get that. My monitor is just like, oh, there's dark on the screen. Let me turn down the brightness for you, King. No, please keep the brightness up. I would rather do this and deal with a grayish black if it means I can read. But we're gonna keep full screen. I'm gonna turn it to 1440 because I'm a greedy little princess and I deserve this. Anyways. I feel like this is the wrong setting. Is there a way I can put like a dark theme like around everything? I need a night mode. I need a background for like horror games where it's nice and dark. Normally, a lot of streamers that just play the game full screen, they have the advantage of when a dark game comes on, the game gets dark. So everything is dark. So everybody sees dark. My disadvantage is we see a dark game, and then above my head we see this nice chat background. We see this brightly lit teal background. Hold on, I'm gonna try to do this live. I'm gonna see if there's a very simple, how much of this is actually present? Oh no, I don't want to hit this button to show you guys what's behind it. That actually kind of terrifies me. Okay, we're gonna do it quick. Ready? Everybody close your eyes. Close your eyes for like 2 seconds. Yeah, it comes out next Thursday. God damn, I'm gonna have to play some Doom. Close your eyes for 2 seconds, okay? Are your eyes closed? I'm just gonna believe your eyes are closed. Okay, so since your eyes are closed, nobody's gonna see what I'm about to do. And, okay, Okay, you can open your eyes again. I was able to confirm what I needed to confirm, and I want to test something. Filter. Oh, I could have just checked in here. I'm a big dumb. Chroma key, no. Color correction, kinda. Is color correction what I'm looking for? HDR tone mapping? No. Image mask blend? Maybe. Scroll, sharpen, render? No. I love this music. Hold on. If I color multiply, color add, I don't care about those. If I do the oh no, change that back, change that back, change that back, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. Or is that doing exactly what I want? It's doing exactly what I want. Guys, look, I turned off the lights. How dark can I make it? I can really make it dark. I don't like it that dark. What do you guys think about here? Does this look like I turned off the lights in my office? I mean, granted, I look like I'm brighter than hell right now. And then I can simply turn on the lights. Lights are off. Lights are on. Lights are off. Lights are on. Lights are off. The abyss stares back. Oh, good. Nice and dark. And I think I can leave everything else alone. But granted, hey, you guys want to see a flashbang? Aha, I'm bright and I'm in the shadows. Okay, so there's a reason I'm doing this. It's not I'm just playing around and making background darker for no reason. I feel like this is going to be a dark game. You know what I mean? So what if we did today's stream in dark mode? Ah? I think today's a good day to pull this out. Go for it. Hell yeah. All right. Well, welcome to Blueprint's settings. Think that's cool? Thank you. You can do it too. It's just a setting in VTube Studio. I completely forgot what it was called. It's under, hold on, I'm gonna break some immersion. Ignore what you see on the left. Please ignore all that. Where was it again? Sexy, thank you. Where was it? Where was it? Please ignore me. Please ignore the man behind the green curtain. It was, Please ignore everything you're seeing on screen right now. Actually, I should probably hide this. There's a chance I might spoil something about me. Is it down here? Oh, nope. I shrunk. Anyways, time will come later. It's time for the mysterious puzzle house. No spoilers. Yes, thank you on that. I have purposefully been avoiding my favorite streamers playing this game because of how excited I am to play this game. So please, if you have any knowledge of what's going to come in the future, keep it to your fucking self. It's okay for you to interact, but please do not share hints, do not share story, do not share lore unless I ask for it. Are we cool? And this is gonna be fun. I haven't actually used a mouse and keyboard in way too long. I've been like a controller jockey for a lot of our streams. Like Hollow Knight requires it, Dark Souls uses it, Mega Man uses it, and that's all we've been playing for like the past 3 weeks. And then in my free time, I play Monster Hunter, which is another game that requires a controller. Is my mouse arrow, is it? I'm losing my mind. Okay, you guys do see my little carrot on the screen. I have been looking at it for so long that I think it's slightly tilted to the right and I can't unsee it. Maybe I'm slightly tilted to the right. So I don't want all of you to tell me about the bleep, beep, 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 beep. Yes, none of that. No bleeping. No, bleep away. No, don't tell me what's under the bleep. I want to see the top of the bleep. Don't show me inside the bleep. That could, wait. I thought I even told myself yesterday I need to think before speak. You're just as in the dark on the game as I am, so you won't hear spoilers from you. Yay! This music is actually incredible. I am kind of scared, though, of the game getting a little loud, because this is... Well, here, let me show you the volume settings. It looks like this. Which means I can't, like, make music quiet, but game loud or sound effects loud. It's, here's the volume. And I actually didn't mess with it. Oh, it's a perfect slider. Never mind. Okay, this makes me happy. I thought it was going to be another integeral-based slider. No, this is going to be great. Please send messages in the chat if the game gets too loud or if the game is too quiet. I don't think I'll respond to anything being too quiet because I'm just going to leave it here. I will respond to it being too loud. But anyways, I've been stalling and yapping, and I want to play some puzzles and mysteries. So let's get into a new game. And then somebody remind me at end of stream, like maybe during the ending screen, just, oh, it's loading. During the ending screen, somebody just sent me a message to remind me that the lights are off and I need to turn my lights back on. I get the feeling this game is going to be very sound heavy. And also taking a look at how my monitor is currently responding. I much prefer seeing it on your guys' screen than mine. I'm going to have to mess with my monitor settings. Oh, this game is loud. Uh-oh. I'm so excited. Don't be ear-deafeningly loud, please. That's all I ask for. Just good volume, please, no loud.
Herbert S.
Okay, that's good volume.
Of the Mount Holly estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew,
I think I know who we
all
are.
of my right, title, and interest in, and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993.
How many of you were alive?
Herbert S. Sinclair.
I am so fucking excited right now. So things that story told us. A, we're about to approach a 45-room mansion that will be ours if we find the 46th room within the 45-room mansion. It says day one. I was about to say, it also mentioned the word timely manner, which implies there's a time limit on this. I'm terrified. Also, you had to re-download Destiny 2 and it won't be ready for another 8 hours. Damn! What's that 50 in the top? Ooh, can I go outside? Okay, so things to note. I see a arrow in the center of the screen. Why is it 49 now? Holy shit, there's actually a timer. Oh, I was kind of kidding. There's actually a timer. Are these graphics cell shading? Yes. Uh-oh. Open only in the event of my death. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. Is the timer still going down? If this goes to 7, I'm going to read real fast. Okay, I think it doesn't go down. Welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. Whoops. I didn't realize that was the middle page. Just in case, I should practice your speed reading. True. With that said, there are a few ground rules for this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Okay, so if I go outside, I can't bring anything in. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. Tools and items I find inside don't go out. You may not stay overnight. Okay, so this is a rule. I'm assuming by the time night falls, so maybe once this gets close to 0, I have to leave. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh. That you start fresh each morning and not rely on the success of the Wait! All the progress I make in a day gets reset? I didn't want to play Majora's Mask. What the hell? Good evening. Good eye. Welcome on in. Is this game a roguelike? One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, "Don't go where the path leads. Abandon the path and go where you want it to lead." If I said hit, then it sounded like hiccup. Nice. Apologies. I did say hit. With all my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert S. Sinclair. Interesting. Yep, it's a roguelike puzzle game. Fuck! This is either going to be really fun or really stressful then. No need, that's why it's nice. Yay! Okay, put it down. What is this? Ooh. You found the Mount Holly Blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventure. You may access the blueprint menu by pressing tab. What the fuck is an antechamber other than an incredible game? Here's hoping for stressfully fun. Phantoms, good eye, welcome on in. I hope so too. Obviously, I never saw the beginning of this game. I saw a couple of streamers going from room to room doing weird stuff, finding new things. I'm like, that seems interesting. I want that. Okay, so they said a 45th room, right? So is this 45 tiles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is exactly 45 tiles. So, and we see the antechamber is on there. So our goal to win the game is find room 46. But I see we have only 45 tiles in play. I wonder how we're going to find the 46th room. Call it a day. Okay, so you can just go whenever you feel like it. Let's do some exploring. And also, it looks like... So I'm looking at the top left. Is it a timer or is it a step count? It is neither. Wait! Did that go down when I went outside? Great, hi, it's you, Adelaide. Well, Adelaide, good eye, welcome on in. Okay, I take it back. I know what that step thing is. It's not a timer. It's how many walkways I went through. So if I was to walk through this to go outside, should we sacrifice another 2? Because once I walk through the door, that timer should drop to 47, and then I'm free to explore outside. But they did say anything that I bring outside, I can't bring in, and anything I find inside, I can't bring outside. Yes? Okay, well, if we lose the game by 2, we know who to blame. And now I'm at 47. Not because the timer went down, but because I crossed a boundary so we can do some exploration. It's also day 1. Well, so let's do some exploring and figure some things out. Oh. Okay, that's locked, but that's good to know. That implies we can go this way. No worries, you'll sacrifice me for another SS. Hey, all right, one thing I want to check. Volume looks good. Resume day 1, call it a day, room directory. What's room directory? Ah. Oh, here's room 46. So antechamber is room 45, whatever the hell that means. What is a bedroom? What is a... Oh, this is things that you find. Okay, so it's a collection thing. Game settings. Controls. This is what I'm important. System menu, blueprint menu, room directory, stroll. Soft toggle or hold. Okay, so I have all the buttons then. How are you guys with field of view? Personally, I've always been a big field of view kind of guy. I kind of like smooth look. Let me know if anybody gets motion sick from the way that I like to play video games. I'm gonna turn it back down. I can already tell that might be a bit. Did I actually pronounce? I did. Accessibility. Where was I? I was in controls. Let's turn it back down to normal because that seemed to not cause any fishbowlingness. What's accessibility? Color assist, control rebind, widescreen support. Nah, these are all fine. I seriously need to try brisk blueberry pomegranate iced tea. It's so good. I can believe that. I've always been a fan of brisk iced tea. It's very sugary. This looks fun. Is it going to be a series? Oh, yeah, this is definitely not going to be a one-time play. I'm going to play this until we beat it, and if I still have fun, I will play it some more. I thought this was going to be a story game. Knowing that it's a roguelike, there's a good chance we're going to play it until I win. And then it might just be on the, like, game rotation for, I'm bored, but I want to have fun, so this game. Then again, the last roguelikes that I actually do play are things like Peglin, Slay the Spire, and what's the words I'm looking for? Oh shit, I can't remember it. Dead Cells. And I have not beaten those games in their entirety, and I have been playing those for hundreds of hours. So there's a good chance we might be able to play this for hundreds of hours. Can I leave, or is this an invisible wall? Can I climb, or is this an invisible wall? That is an invisible wall. This game is pretty, though. I like the art style. Don't lie to them. Your hours of play are over 9,000. Actually, I don't think I have 9,000 hours on Steam, let alone in a single game. All right, so that is that a fire? It is. What? Huh? Oh, this is where I sleep. I can't. I'm not allowed to stay overnight. Due to the rules, the campsite. Due to the rules set forth in your great uncle's will, you're not allowed to stay in the estate overnight. Luckily, however, your scouting skills have been put to good use to fabricate a very respectable off-site sleeping quarters. You may call it a day at any time from the blueprint menu tab to return to the campsite for the night. Okay, so this is where I sleep. I own a 45 room, sometimes 46 room mansion that changes the insides every single night, and I sleep in a tent. That was the wrong button. I never get to push that button. Found an opportunity. Rowan, welcome on in, little guy. What is over everywhere? So is there a boundary back here that I should be aware of? There is. There's an orchard. Can I open? Eventually. And then there's something in there. But I'm not allowed to take things in, so why do I care? Harry Potter slept under a staircase and he turned out all right? Okay, that's valid. Looks like I can't climb on rocks, which means this is just going to be the edge of the map. Edge of the map. And now let's explore what that locked door was over here. I wasn't paying attention. Why does my timer thing say 45 now? Are there multiple zones over here? So what's with the eyes? You're still curious? I just decided to go dark mode today because it's kind of a dark, kind of mysterious game. So instead of being... Put that down. Instead of being the brightest thing on screen, I thought this was a good opportunity to hide in the dark. The eyes are a side effect. Well, you hardly agree anyways? What do you mean you hardly agree? I mean, it wasn't a dark... It's not dark now. You should have seen the beginning. And also, did you notice that I turned off the lights in my office? Beginning had this very dark and kind of almost creepy... Not creepy, but stressful music. But I turned off the lights in my office. See, I can turn the lights back on. Wait. Like so. See, now my office lights are back on. But now I can turn them off. And now they're back on. And now they're off. You do not agree. Hitting the head. Okay. Oh, that's good to know about the outside. It has multiple walkways. Yes, I want to see where well, not only the multiple walkways, I want to see where the cutoff is. Oh, it's right there. Oh, that's terrible. Here, let me take my coat off. Let me put my drink down. And Rowan decided to leave. Okay, everything works out. So do you guys see that in the bottom right, the thing that I've been hiding this entire time? That says private drive grounds. And if I walk over here, well, it still says 45. But I think as soon as I walk onto the road, I saw it change at one point. And when it changed, so did the upper left. So let's see, 46. Okay, so the campsite must be 45. This outside here must be another one, so that's 44. So then walking inside, we'll put it to, there we go. Here's the ground, so now we're at 43. Ah, and then there's another one. Walking inside, we'll put it at 42. Rowan's bright light is a perfect contrast to your darkness. Damn. You're right. I'm going to have to put a dark mode on him as well. You know what? We're going to do that. Here's the Rowan. Put a filter on him. Audio video. Oh, that's right. It's an audio video. Can I put a color compressor on him? I can. And same amount. Rowan in the dark. He looks darker. Exactly. Because now he is not illuminating or emitting fictitious light because I just turned the lights off. So obviously, he wouldn't reflect as much. I'm going to have to put those buttons, or I'm going to have to map those to my stream deck because I will forget about this. But Rowan currently is not in the room, but he will now be all prepped for the next visit he makes. All right, back to the game. Then I walk inside and notice how it says entrance hall rank 1. And now we're at 42. Okay. Do we just... What's this? Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose 1 foot. Feet. You'll lose 1 feet. When you no longer have any feet left, you will be too tired to continue searching the manor and must call it a day. Now all he needs is glowing eyes like me. I don't know if he can get glowing eyes to match me. That might be a little bit harder to pull off. Foot. That is clearly 2 foots. So we lose a feet. A singular feet. Okay, that's good information. Ooh, an ace. I'm gonna guess doors are what we do next. That one looks like it has a keyhole. That one has a keyhole. So I'm gonna take a guess. A foot then, but it's a 2 foot. I'm gonna try this because I think... Wait. You know what? I'm going to give you guys the option to pick when it matters. This has a keyhole, so I'm going to guess this is locked. I would be wrong. I'm also not allowed to unchoose my choice. Okay? I was very wrong. I was going to let you guys pick. And I was wrong. So instead... I'm going to let you guys pick now. What room? Bedroom, closet, hallway. There you guys go. Flip a coin. There's 3 options. What kind of coin are you flipping? Why not orange glowing eyes? It's the effect. It's not the color that's the problem. It's the effect. The effect I'm currently using is within VTube Studio, which Rowan is not a part of. Uh-oh, I got a message. Who's it from and why? Whoops. Okay, message done. I should let you pick the hair dye. What hair dye? Where did hair dye come from? Oh, hey, Rowan. Welcome back. You know what? For this stream, Ro, I'm going to move you over a little bit. There, Rowan can sit on my lap for this stream. Just so we can still see the, at least part of the name of the room that we're in. All right, let me see. Oh, good boy, Rowan. All right, that should be good. Ending the poll. And it looks like you guys have chosen a bedroom. All right, a bedroom it shall be. I think the closet would be a terrible pick now that I think about it. All right, bedroom. Oh, no, it does matter. Okay, so then we cross the path. And, oh, we get 2. Whenever you enter this room, gain 2. Wait, is that always? Oh. You lose 1 for leaving, you lose 1 for entering, but then you gain 2. So this is a neutral room. Violation? What do you... You confuse me. Greetings from Reddington. Okay. Oh, ooh, a hat. I want hat. Ooh, puzzle box. Ooh, globe with nothing on it. I get the feeling this is a game where I'm supposed to do a lot of searching, but also not. Like, what's this? The trunk is locked. For example. Out from under there. Come here. Rowan's being a little shit. I'm right. That was dumb earlier. What do you mean? In that case, let the almighty dice decide. Oh, flip a coin for 3 options. I mean, that's not a bad idea. I get the feeling there's going to be a lot of dice choice in here. So until we learn what's going on, I'm just going to give a lot of leeway and options. Because like right now, like take a look at the map. We have 1, 2, 3 options we can go, but we have no idea why or what we can gain. I get the feeling a hallway would have been a good choice here because it would have given us access to this door, for example. So when we come across rooms, we kind of... Why can't I click? Huh. Rarity, common, drafted, 1 line. Oh, okay. Oh, I can now learn about the bedroom. A familiar room that you have... that you may have slept in at some prior visit in the past. Like most bedrooms of the estate, these quarters offer you a little rest and recuperation during your long days exploring the surrounding rooms. Got it, that's what clicking does. But we should pay attention to the fact that whenever we build a room, certain doors appear to allow us to get to other doors, because I think our goal is to get over here, right? Unlearn, come to brain rot? No. So we have multiple options. We could head here, but because backtracking causes us to lose steps, except a bedroom that ends up, it doesn't gain us anything because it costs 1 to leave it and it costs 1 to enter it, but it'll recover those. So going from the entrance hall to a room over here, for example, if we were at 1, we would go to 0 up to 2 and then back to 1. Oh, so it's actually a bonus because it'll maintain your step count from where you started to where you go. Okay, so it's a free passage. All right, so we're gonna head up, unless we can't. Ooh, a guest bedroom. It's an ending door, but it gives you +10. And now I'm actually gonna start paying attention to stuff. Corridor is always left unlocked. Okay, that frightens me. That's a weird one. Or a nook. Nook. Rowan, stop putting your claws in my buttocks. It gives us a key, and then it turns to the left. It's gonna be really hard for me to keep making polls. So instead, I'm just going to ask you guys to type 1, 2, or 3. I may not listen, but if you guys want to vote on rooms, it will always go 1, 2, 3. So if there is a room you particularly want, go ahead and type 1, 2, 3. 5 is not an option. Oh, we have a 2. Rowan, can you please get down? Well, as you guys vote, I'm going to talk to Rowan. Give me 1 quick second. Apologies. The game is really quiet in this pause screen, isn't it? That must have been a very silent... Oh my god, it's quiet as shit. Wait, did it just... Why is it so quiet now? Was Rowan being a menace? Yes, he was. I don't listen? Well, you may not as well. The difference is I'm the streamer. I get the choice. So hi, Zeno. Good eye, good eye. Let's see. 2, 3, 3, 2. All right, so there's a toss-up between 2 and 3. I guess we're not putting a guest bedroom. I don't know why it's so quiet. I'm going to see if I can fix that after picking. Because it's like oddly quiet, like deathly quiet. I'm gonna go with corridor. I'm curious. I didn't mess with the volume, did I? Why'd it go down? I thought it started at 0.7. 0.7 used to be here. What the hell? Wait, you have an idea? Why not roll a dice and whatever number you get, you choose? That's fair. And there's a good chance I'll do that. I have no idea why the game got so quiet, though. But let's just see what happens. Rowan is being a menace, and he also just left, because he is looking for attention. There's a good chance I do the dice. I like involving you guys, but he's looking for attention right now, and it's not something I can give during stream. And it's unfortunate he doesn't understand that, which makes sense. He's a cat. Okay, and now we're in the corridor. The corridor, they say, always stays unlocked. That gives me a weird feeling that, like, doors will lock eventually. I hope this isn't too personal, but how old is Rowan? Rowan is 4. Little adolescent 4-year-old. All right, and then this door. Let's see, we have the pantry. It gives us coins, a spare room. It looks like it does nothing, and a closet. It has 2 items in it. I have no idea what these mean. Oh, he's still a kitten. I don't know if I would say a kitten. He's definitely an adolescent, and he still has energy. But he's definitely not an old cat. He's still young. Kitten is about 0 to 1, I would say. So he's adolescent cat. And you know what? In the sake of I enjoy randomness, let's grab ourselves a dice. And it looks like I'm going to have to roll a d6 every single time. Okay, I see quite a few votes for 1. There's a good chance we're picking the pantry this time around. But I will get a dice at the ready. And you know what? I'm going to have to move it. Yeah, okay, it's definitely a 1 this time around. And I am actually just going to... Yep. Nope. Is it this one? Yeah. I'm going to have to remember to undo all this. I'm just going to put the little dice down here. We don't need it to show much, but there's the dice. Whenever I roll a dice, it will always be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right? So that's how we're going to determine what comes next. But for now, everybody voted 1. The all-knowing dice makes its appearance. It does indeed, as per usual. But we're picking the pantry this time around. All right, 41 steps. Is there anything fancy in the pantry? No, we cannot climb. Here's the coins. So we have 4 coins. Oh, wait, hold on. I need to bring this back. Yes. Bring this back too, I guess? Sure. Check for paranoia. Paranoia says we're fine. Okay, then. What's this? Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread will be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. They know I have 50 steps. Okay, they're called steps, so we can just call it that. We don't have to call it feets anymore, or foots, or shoes. They're steps. Is paranoia, sure you're fine? Yeah, they are. Wait, if my paranoia is saying I'm fine, is it really my paranoia? Must be your imposter paranoia. That's fine. So 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order. And leave it in the pantry. All right, so we got 4 coins as extra. And I see an apple. Hey, an apple a day gives you 2 foots. And I have nothing in my inventory. And, oh, this must be room 46. Call it a day? Hell no. What's a jewel? Oh, here we go, gems. Gems can be used while drafting to pay for special floor plans. Excuse me? Okay, that's a late game thing. Coins, what do you do? Can be used in shop rooms found on the estate to purchase goods and services. That makes sense. Keys, do these open shit? Can be used to unlock doors you find in the house. Or trunks, like in bedrooms. Okay. I like this game. I like this game a lot already. Wait, so you can grow 2 more feet if you eat an apple? No, you can replenish the 2 that you lost. All right, we have a guest bedroom, a nook, and a den. All right, let's take a look at this. The correct answer is den. Is there any way for me to pivot these rooms? Actually, the nook's not a bad choice either. I think den is the correct choice, but we're not here to be optimal. The guest bedroom is an interesting one because it's an ending, but it replenishes 10 steps, which means we can technically find an optimal path to slap the guest bedroom on. It will then be infinite steps. Whoa. All right, but it's not up to me. And we know that. It's up to the dice. Oh, also, welcome back, Rowan. Are you gonna be a good boy? I hope so. 1. Let's see what fate says. Here you go, dice. Roll. Fate would agree with you. 1, 2, 3, 4. So then walking in here should replenish my steps. Yeah, plus 10. Oh my god, they go above? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, guest bedroom actually might just be broken. Okay, I have changed my stance. The bedroom says whenever you enter this room, gain 2. The guest bedroom is just plus 10 once. All right, so this isn't infinite. Okay. So the guest bedroom is just here. Enjoy your... Ooh, look, a gem. It's enjoy plus 10 steps, but we do now see I have to lose 1, 2, 3, 4 to backtrack, but I'll gain 2, so I'm going to lose 2. So this was a plus 8 at the end of the day. What's it say? Sinclair, I just wanted to write you a quick note to thank you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in this house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles. I gotta find the billiards room. And appreciate that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. KL. Okay. Whatever the hell that is. This is pretty relaxing. I agree, other than the no sound. I don't like how quiet it is. All right, 49 to 51. Yep. Still locked. I'm trying to get the sound back up, and I don't want to go outside to do that. You're awesome at math? Same. All right, and now we're back in the main room with 50. We've actually gained steps coming here. Because when we... Actually, no, this is where we started. So we have discovered all of this, and we have made 0 progress. But we have made up for the steps that I lost in the beginning. I'm right, the lack of sound is pretty unnerving. It is unnerving, but it's also just quiet. Like, now the sound is coming back. So I wonder if it just gets... The game is like a dynamic sound. I will do my best to keep sound going. So I'm going to go this way because I want to, like, fill in this gap. I hope we can find something to turn to the right, so I might not roll the dice on this one. This one, I think I'm going to make a choice. For example, I could choose the closet, the den, or the hallway. Never mind, all of them are useful. Now that it doesn't matter, I'm going to roll a dice. Oh, you wonder if this place has a music room? I'm gonna... maybe. I'm gonna maybe. I wish I could keep the dice. Hold on, if I do this, does it break anything? Okay, it kind of breaks things. So I can't do that. All right, we're gonna roll the dice. Doesn't matter which ones. Two of them have a right, which I like. I think the hallway is just a worse version of the den, though. And I'm curious what the closet is, so I'm okay with any of them. Roll in. I did not want that one, though. That was my least of all that I wanted, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We're picking the hallway. Damn it. Aha! I was wondering what this was going to do. So the hallway has a door that leads to the guest bedroom, which is right here. Which is now no longer a door. What's this? Doors in the West Wing are more likely to be locked. Good to know. What if it's trying to be realistic and the closer you are to the outside, the louder the noise, but the further you are, the less the noise? Possibly. But the noise is like background noise. I don't like how quiet it is. All right, so they said the West Wing, so things on this side are more likely to be locked. Well, let's head east then. You know this is random, but you're surprised Rowan never meows during your streams. He's normally a quiet kitty. And also I have the noise removal on my mic, so I've even held his face to it before when he was purring and it didn't get picked up. But yeah, Rowan's not much of a yeller, unless you say the magic words about him getting to eat. Then he is loud. All right, we're gonna go this way. So we have a spare room, a chapel. Whenever you enter chapel, whenever you enter, lose $1? Oh, that's just dumb. Wait, what's this? A gem requirement in order to make a courtyard. Oh, but the chapel makes me go in the right direction. Do I have to roll? Do I have to roll? Was he always a quiet kitty? Yes. He was always either well-behaved or scared. When I first adopted him, it took him like 3 days before he warmed up to me, and then he was just snuggly little cuddle fest. Cat with a big heart. But wherever I adopted it from, or whatever he was, please 2 or 5. Don't do that. Please the opposite of exactly that. When I adopted him, I think he was 8 months old when I first adopted him. I don't know what happened to him in the first 8 months, but he isn't very trusting of new people. Roll the dice. Roll the dice. I don't want to roll the dice. We know what's going to come up if I roll the dice. Never mind. To the courtyard. So I'm going to lose a gem to do this. Okay. So sound is dynamic. So as we can hear, it's louder now that we're outside. All right, but we have options. We can either head down or we can head straight. I want to see this way. I'm a completionist, and damn it, don't damn it me. I want to see what's this way. Ooh, a storeroom. I would love that. Chapel, that seems, well, connecting. Or a commissary with items for sale. Oh! I want either of these. Please not a chapel. Please not a chapel. Please no holy. Okay, rolling the dice. I like this. This is a lot faster. Son of a bitch! Oh no! Not my iconic dice roll! Come on, 3 or 6. I want the commission. Actually, I'm not allowed to pick the commissionary because it says gem requirement and I don't have any. Oh well. Fuck. I really wanted the storeroom. Why do I do this to myself? Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. No. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just not gonna walk into the. I'm gonna walk into the chapel. I paid the holy tax. It's an old song? Ah! Is there anything... Can I steal anything from the chapel? I mean, read anything? I want to find read. I want lore. I came to the chapel. The chapel can't just be, ha hee hee, you lost money. Why is there a bishop here? Oh. Because it's a chapel. All right. So if I leave the chapel, it's going to cost me another coin if I come in. I have to. There's no escaping it. Make me. I'm also now realizing my noise removal completely drowns out me whining. So I have to sound like a motorboat instead. All right, what's in here? A laboratory, a nook, or the nursery. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5. We're not going to be able to do the nursery. It requires gems. We don't have gems. That was a delayed response on your end. Ah. All right, I'm still going to roll the dice and see what happens if we get a 3 or a 6. And if we do... Please, just give me my keys. That's all I want. Come on, wonderful. All right, we're putting the bathroom next to the chapel. Here's the problem. There's no exit from the laboratory. Which means I'm going to have to come back in the chapel and pay another coin. Also, there's only one path now. We have the courtyard. So let's see what's in here. Ooh, outside. Hiss. Oh, this is very cell shady. Look at those panels. I love this art style so much. You're hot and you're cold. You're bath in your room. And ignore me. Please just ignore me. Is the laboratory actually just a dead end? Okay, I think a lot of these rooms have secrets that I don't know about yet because we don't have any items. All right, take my money. I hate you. Okay, I do like this game, though. It is more peaceful than I had originally anticipated. I thought this was going to be more panic, solve a mystery, story, have fun, puzzles. But it's very much more of, it's so pretty. It's very much more of a roguelike game, which I was not expecting. Crit no, crit yes! No. You love cell shading? Cell shading is so good. All right, what's in this door? All right. Am I allowed to choose? On this time and this time only. Because if I get the closet, our run ends. If I get the commissary, it's impossible. I don't have a gem. Which means the only room that works here is the nook. You thought this would be more survival horror for some reason? I don't know if I would say survival horror is what I was expecting, but I was expecting more story-driven narrative mystery with some thriller aspects in it, but also puzzle solving. I wasn't expecting roguelike beat the game. Also, I don't know if you guys can see this because Rowan is blocking it perfectly, and so am I. But it says rank 2 in the bottom left-hand corner on this courtyard. It's called rank 2. I wonder if that had anything to do with gems. What do gems do again? Crit, you have a couple of questions, but can I save the game? At this exact second, no. Because we're in the pick a room area. Oh, this is drafting. Wait. I'm starting to understand now. Gems said something about drafting. This is drafting. Okay. I'm starting to get it now. I am actually just going to pick. I'm going to pick Nook because I want to go one more door. And this is the only one that does it. I want to know what the closet is, but we're going to pick the Nook. I know I broke the rules because now I can save and quit. So I can't, like, save, just, like, quick save. I can save and leave. And it looks like the quit is the save, so there's no save scumming. But anyways, I wanted to check something. What did this say? Gems can be used while drafting to pay for special floor plans. I know how to speak, I promise. Okay. So, once you get a gem, special rooms become available, and they're costly. I don't think rolling a dice is going to be a very good option for this game. Okay. I'll keep it on screen, and we'll roll it when we have, we're stuck. But otherwise, I'm going to start making choices. Another question is, what happens after you run out of steps? I think running out of steps just forces a call it a day, and we go on to day 2. Because at the very beginning, we were told we cannot spend the nights in this house. We only have that number of steps to explore this house. What's this? And once we run out of steps, we reset. Because once the new day starts, all of our progress gets reset and we have to start all over again. But I'm wondering if there's any things that we, like, carry over. Like, are there any special abilities? Are there any shortcuts, if you will? I'm assuming there's a shortcut. I'm going to put this down before I read. There has to be, I'm going to guess, something along the west side, like a door we can open. Possibly the east side as well. Because, for example, what did we run into when we immediately looked outside? We had a fence that would lead us over here. So I think there's a shortcut to go back so that we can go to the antechamber again. We can see there's also an exit in the back from this door. But maybe I'm just reading into it too much. Anyways, what was this? A journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. Is this a hint that I actually need to write things down? That's what I have you guys for. Had to leave for a minute to do other things, although you see I put the laboratory on the other side of the chapel. That's freaking evil. The dice did it. I did not. I will blame the die. Okay, so it's telling me I should write shit down. I don't know what to write down, though. I also see the key. We now have the key. I think these things come with us. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're also one-time use only. All right. Open the door. What do we have? Spare room, a parlor, or a den. Okay. What's this puzzle piece? I'm curious. Yep, what you see, you must write it down. That's like, please take notes on my class. I'm not going to tell you what is important. I don't know what to note. That's why I'm not going to write anything down right now. I'm tempted to take the parlor because I want to know what that puzzle piece is. Welcome to your parlor, said the spider to the fly. Something reference that I don't get. Wait, what if the more you explore, the more scary it gets? That's probably the case. Den would be another good option because it would give us more doors. I'm going to pick the parlor because we've never picked the parlor. And I want to pick a parlor for a puzzle piece. Parlor being picked. What the hell? This box is the black box. This box is the blue box. The box that claims to be black has the gems. It's a... Oh, I am a fucking dum-dum. It has a puzzle piece. There's a puzzle in it. This cozy lounge furnished with couches and armchairs serves as the perfect social setting for receptions and after parties. Consequently, this was one of the most popular rooms for entertaining, and the late H.S. St. Clair was known to supply a myriad of parlor games to encourage his guests to think and conversate. Type: puzzle, blueprint, commonplace, drafted one time. Oh my god, there's puzzles. Alright, so money. Oh, small coin purse. Each time you collect 3 coins, earn an additional. Oh! I'm starting to understand the roguelike aspect of this game now. Okay, I'm looking for a hint. Oh, what's this? A wind-up key, a component of the parlor game. Oh, that's how I open? Okay, let's read. Because there's something about those statements. Like, I need to know the rules of this game. So far, I just see 3 statements. Now, if they're all telling the truth, which they're not. Yeah, I need to know how many are telling the truth and how many are lies. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. I don't know why I do voices. I know exactly why I do voices, actually. But anyways, if I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of the evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I have included with the letter all the details you will need to share with guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, M. Lowry. This one's fairly simple. The one that's labeled, this is the black box, has a gem. I think if the labels can be trusted. But the labels can't be trusted. Some of them are lying. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. Okay, so one box always tells the truth. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within. The other 2 are always empty. Always be at least. So there's at least one truth teller, at least one liar, which means there's either 2 liars and a truth or 2 truths and a lie. There can only be a singular box with a prize, and the other 2 are guaranteed empty. That's what I needed to know. So if we go over to the blue, white, and black box, this box is the black box. That's an absolute lie. The other 2 boxes with color names are lying, so the other one is true. This box is the blue box. Yes, so these 2 are clearly lies. So this one has to be telling the truth. The box that claims to be black has the gems. Okay. So logic here. This one claims to be black, but it is lying. So yeah, it should be this one. I think you're right. This should be the one. Because this is a lie. This is not the black box. This is a lie. This is not the blue box. This one does tell the truth. The box that claims to be black has the gems. And this is the box that claims. It did indeed. Logic! I have a feeling that's going to get harder. Also, this says parlor rank 3? I don't know what causes rank go up. Sorry, Rowan's just sitting on the floor. Just looking up. I don't know why. Anyways, we have one door. Let's take it. All right, a storeroom. That ends the run. A secret passage leads to a room of a color of your choice. Guys, I think we lost. Emperor Rowan hungers for attention. He definitely does. All right. We have lost. Hey, Crit, your dog trying to escape your backyard. Your gardener ended up blocking off the place where the dog gets out. Your dog didn't know that, so when he went outside, he ended up getting stuck. Damn. Secret passage. I'm going to pick the secret passage because I'm curious. Spare room looks to be just like a hallway, a very simple room. Storeroom would also be nice because it gives us a key, a gem, and a coin. But we're going to choose secret passage because we've never picked it before, and I want to see how it works. But notice how no matter which one we pick, so looking at the lower left, because I pulled up the map, we don't have a door leading anywhere else. And we need a door that had a right entrance, and none of these do. So we have no way of continuing on. So this is where our day one ends. Why does that look like he's screaming? Does anyone else see that? And when you went outside, your dog had gotten out. Turns out he was trapped. Ah! All right. And now... Good boy. Good boy, Route. Secret passage leads to a room of a color of your choice. Unless this magically takes us somewhere else. So I'm assuming we either get to do the Halls of Holly, the Green Thumb, the key to the bedroom, Red Rover, or Gold Sink, or Gold's Ink. All right, so if we take a look, orange seemed to be traversal. Blue have stuff. Blue has gifts. Rowan, can you please get down? Don't bite. Green, I don't know what green is, to be honest. Red is, well, bad. I don't want red. Red dwarf, I don't want red. And purple are bedrooms. So which one do we choose? So yeah, the Halls of Holly, so it's a hallway. Green Thumb, I'm assuming that just takes us outside. I'm assuming all greens are just outside. The key to the bedroom is a bedroom. Red Rover is drawback because it's bad. You get it. And I don't know what gold is. Oh, it's a market. Okay, so this is a shop. Hey, Rowan, please. All right, chat. There's 5 options. Which one do you want? Give me a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, or a 5. Or say orange, green, purple, red, or gold, or yellow. I already saw a vote for red. Rowan, get down. No longer asking. I don't want to pick red. Red's the bad one. I don't want to go to the unhappy place. I want to go to the happy place. Yeah. That was less of a vote for red and more of a surprise that there's a red dwarf reference. Oh. Cool. Then green? Green. Okay. Green Thumb. So it didn't fucking matter. All right, so a secret passage seems like we get to pick what the next room is gonna be, but it doesn't matter because it ran into a wall. You didn't even look. Touche. Stop that. I'm gonna talk to Rogue. Give me 1 sec. Now Rowan is being a big menace. But okay, we seem to have lost now. Too shame or touche? I probably said touche. Can't remember. But all right. Our first run has come to a close. So let us call it a day. Oh dear, now we're both lost? Indeed. I don't like, again, I am not liking how quiet this game is. So I'm going to give it a little oomph. The beginning was a little at like perfect volume, so I think it's close to where it's supposed to be. But if everything's going to keep saying quiet, I want you guys to be able to hear. All right, call it a day. Sure you want to call it a day? Tomorrow you will awake to find the rooms of the estate, as well as your current inventory, will have been reset. Okay, so the current inventory does go away. Does that mean all my gems, money, and keys disappear too? I'm assuming that's part of the inventory. Actually, this is the inventory. This might not be, but I think it is. Is his nickname Dennis the Menace? No, his nickname is the Little Shit. I want to see if I can open this. I can. So that's what a lock looks like. And now there's an item in here? Yeah, 2 keys. Ah, lovely. Well, I don't get those anymore. Call it a day. Day 2. What do you want, Rowan? You better be here to behave. All right, we made it to 13 rooms. We made it to rank 3. I don't know what that means. We found a singular item, and we never used it. And we got stuck. Save and continue. Okay, day 2. Maybe don't let the dice decide all our adjoining rooms. Yeah, I feel like this is not a good game for dice decisions. All right, and we're completely reset, including the money. Now let's read this. Is this the same? It is. I don't see any of the options anymore. Did anything change? Not that I can see. Okay, yeah, we're gonna hide the dice. The dice is no longer gonna be an option. This is me gonna be picking now. I want to see how far I can make it. So they said something about the west being difficult. Ooh, a storeroom. A den is another good option because it gives us more mobility. A storeroom is just good money, but it's too early. So den. I like options. Also, I don't think we've ever picked a den before. We get a gem. And I can actually prove that, can't I? Yes, this is the first time we picked a den. Rooms 1 through 12, I guess parlor and entrance hall are here. Nook, den, pantry. There's so many options. There are some bedrooms. Oh, these are... Oh, blue rooms are rooms. We have to eventually discover them. Hold on. I get the feeling blue rooms then are limited one time only? Where bedrooms you can have multiple, hallways you can have multiple, green rooms you can have multiple, shops, and red rooms. I'm assuming red rooms are just bad rooms. Although it looks like there's something secret along this edge. Maybe I'm crazy. Drew, but you love chaos and choose chaos over peace. Then you roll dice. I did the dice challenge to get our feet wet, but now we're going to do the pick new stuff and see if we can beat this game. Now we're getting into serious crit. Okay, so blue rooms are actual rooms. I'm going to take a shot in the dark and say they are one of ones. So, for example, in this run, we have a den. I doubt we will get another den in any of our picks. That is my theory. Where did we come from? We came from there. Is there anything lore-wise? I see a pawn. I think we have to discover what eventually will make chess pieces make sense. Crowbar. Oh shit, that time is actually moving. This is just fake time because that minute hand is moving way too fast. Make sure I wasn't getting like time zone doxed. Although I have shared my time zone with everyone. All right, I want to see what's on this wall. Storeroom is a good choice here because it's right at the edge. Pantry's another good option because it can lead us up. Guest bedroom can give us more steps, but actually this is a good spot for a guest bedroom now that I think about it. I don't want more steps. We were nowhere close to ending our step count by the time we lost. So I'm going to choose pantry. Because I'm a liar. I'm choosing storeroom. Let's discover more rooms. If we see a room we haven't picked and it makes sense, we're gonna pick it. And storeroom is one that I have never picked before. And there it is. It's room 12. All right, there's a money. There's a key. There's a gem. There's a pawn piece. And I don't see any more notes to read. Oh, look. Whatever the hell this is. Is that how we have a 46th room in a 45 room place? Because it's just on the next floor? All right, now I have to go up, but I don't mind going left. Left would be fine. Like pantry. What is a breaker box in the utility closet? Like I said, this is a new room. It doesn't really make sense to pick it, though. We should pick the pantry. So I'm picking the pantry. Oh, that's right. We get an apple in here. Apple gives us steps. Shit. Wait. The West Wing Hall. This says there were some locked doors with the West Wing Hall. I remember hearing about that. We could choose a laboratory. That's a good ending. The chapel is here, and we hate the red room. It does give us walking paths, but I'm going to choose West Wing Hall. We've never seen this before. So that's a no-go. What's this? Staff notice. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Espin, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask that staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Likewise, any staff may draft so. All right, so that means this door is locked, but I have a key. It did not do anything about that. Okay, we could choose a closet. And I kind of want to choose a closet. We haven't picked a closet yet. Bedroom is another good choice. It gives us more movement options, but we have more to explore over here. So I am... I don't want to pick a closet. I want to know what the items do. So I want to pick the closet, but I don't think it's a good choice to pick the closet. I'm picking the closet. All right, what do we have? A key and a gem. I didn't realize those count as items. I wanted something like the coin purse that we picked up last time. Also, I need to keep in mind that the coin purse was just like an item on the ground. I should keep an eye open for things like that to pick up. All right, that leads outside, which makes sense. Okay, I made my bed. Time to sleep in it. I have to walk all the way back. And we need to start over. How about this room? Ooh, an observatory. +1 star for each time you've drafted observatory. What the hell is a star? And again, parlor. Maybe not utility closet. Parlor would make sense in terms of room allocation, but we could also just, enjoy our last room. Observatory also works. This is a new one. I mean, it's a new one. I have to pick it, right? I don't know what the breaker box will do. Which one should I pick? Should I go? Should I? Help! Help as in make choice. Should I go for shiny? Should I go for new? Should I go for gives me a door? All three are good options. Man, I was hoping this game was going to be a lot more story-driven. I was looking forward to a mystery story, not a roguelike, fun as shit game. The game's still fun. But now that I know it's a roguelike, I kind of wish I watched all the streamers play this. Because this would have been fun to watch. I thought I was going to be, learning story by watching. No, I was just going to learn tips and tricks. I'm going to pick Observatory because I'm going to guess it's a rare card based on the shiny, and it says whatever the star thing is each time you've drafted it. Well, you can only draft it once. Well, now now you watch me. That's fair. So at least you get the fun. I'm picking Observatory. It's a door, it's shiny, it's new, and what the hell is a star? Okay. So I see a star. I've gained a star. A parlor sounds interesting. It would have done the same thing as the observatory, which is a standard rarity. Okay, so we're moving up in the world. It is no longer a common, which that has no rarity. That's a commonplace. I love how they're defined. Common, nothing. Antechamber is the objective. So this is the from its root meaning, the room before, all signs and paths point toward the antechamber. This mysterious sealed room resting on the 9th rank may prove, however, quite an initial challenge to even reach, let alone enter. Still, you can't help but draw a connection between this chamber and room 46. All right, and then room 46. Rumored. Yeah, the mysterious room of finding. But observatory. Housing an impressively large telescope, Mount Holly's observatory is a window to the worlds above and beyond the clouds and sky. Through its mirrored lens, even a novice stargazer will be able to distinctly appreciate the wonder, signs, and constellations that punctuate the tapestry of night. It's a standard, but it costs. All right, and I still don't know what the star does. Nor did it tell me. Ooh. Spin the globe. Something to read? The Fixed Stars, a stargazer's companion to constellations. Oh shit, I can just read it. Oh, it's gonna teach me stuff. This book contains a complete starbase, a list of constellations, and the observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day, different constellations of various sizes may be visible. I have a theory this is the infinite upgrade that comes with most roguelikes. Sometimes more than one on a single day. Aha! This book, a solid base for astronomy, will help you easily identify these constellations, impress your friends, and discover the joy of stargazing. North Star, +1 gold. The Twins. 2 trunks have been added to the entrance hall. Okay, I'm starting to see it now. +3 steps. +1 gem. I wonder if you can have multiple at once. Now you realizing I'm using my narrator voice while reading those a little whatever you call them. The messages. Yes, I do switch voices for that. Southern Cross, rooms with 4 doors are more common today. Oh, and then you just get to pick once you start unlocking them. Farmer's Apple. Apples are extra delicious today. I'm assuming that gives you more steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, right. 7, 8. 5 is the key. A key. +5 gems. Dead end rooms are more common today. Why do I want dead end rooms? Everything is 50% off. Green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers. What's that mean? Okay, and that's all of them. Okay, so I was correct, though, in stars are going to be our permanent upgrades. So every time we see an observatory, we should pick the observatory. It does have the creepy sounds again. What's the point of coming up here, though? What's this do? Oh. It allows me to point. Or not. Where am I pointing and why? Okay, now I should be able to look through it, but clearly it's pointing the wrong way. How do I spin the room? Wait, is that what the globe was doing? Because now I should be able to look, right? Or not? Cool. I'm looking straight to a ceiling. Oh. This thing spins. Spin this way. Go again. Aha! North Star, gain a gold. I gained a gold. Okay, I now understand this room. Let's open up this guy. Ooh, a passageway. It is just a 4-way walk. It gives us lots of doors. It's expensive as hell. But it does give us I'm paying for it. We've never had a passageway. It's nice and simple. This is creepy. But it does what we're supposed to. It gives us places to go. All right, we can discover this room eventually, and I don't know if the entrance hall or passageway walk is going to be the best. But let's try right. We're currently at rank 2. I don't know what the ranks mean. Oh, shit. I'm picking the dark room. You are more likely to draw red rooms while drafting. I don't want that. Red rooms seem bad. We can't afford the commissary because it requires a gem. We don't have a gem. I spent them all. So we're gonna do dark rooms. But we can't see the floor plans while drafting this room. So it means when we move, we won't be able to see what happens. Okay. We have now seen the horror aspect of this game. So if I click on this door, we're not going to see what we draft here. But I want to see what else is in this room. I'm not scared. I'm scared. This one. Ooh, a guest bedroom. Look at me, I chose fantastically. What's this? A free gem. Is this the same message as before? Yeah, that's KL again. Looking for the billiard room. That's the note that he gives. Look for the billiard room. Look for things that might do more than meets the eye. Dark room for Dark Crit and Rowan? Yeah. So we're dark mode today. I feel like Rowan's a little too dark, but I set him to the same dark level as the background. I hate to admit that I'm getting used to the dark background. I'm not going to go through that door because we can probably find it with the other passageway. So I don't need to use Dark Room's pass. So this one. In fact, I can just make Dark Room be an ending. View inventory of all items currently in the house. You're not scared? Puts on the scared emote. Yep, now I'm scared. I feel like this is supposed to be the correct one. It does require a gem. I kind of want to save our gems. The bedroom will connect to the entrance hall, which is nice, but it's going to start limiting our options. We are not picking the furnace because I don't want more red rooms. This could be useful if I'm trying to 100% the game. The bedroom also had a trunk in it. But security is new. I'm not picking security. Special rooms have cutscenes. Yawn. This is bad. I want to keep playing, but it's getting late. Furnace seems like a basement thing. It seems like a ruin your run because you have no other choice thing. Or maybe you get an ability, because there was a late ability, right? That said you have a higher chance of red rooms. Maybe a red room is very important. But as of now, red rooms seem like drawbacks. But maybe there's a late game understanding that red rooms have like a special feature. Or maybe there's one red room that's actually a bonus. Is that me? That's me. When this game wants to turn on the volume, it turns on the volume. Finally see my character? We saw him in the beginning. Okay, so there's a little bit of a delay, but there's a camera pointing at the cameras. So if I walk over here, do I move? I do. It's all teleporty, but I move. All right. Blue memos equal true. Red memos equal lies. Good to know. So I'm here. And then there's just... Oh, my God. This room is too good. What's this? View estate inventory. You walked away for a little while. What did you miss? Just kidding. You'll find out later. Ha! We made it to day 2. Excuse me. Because I failed day 1. But yeah, we're running around just discovering more rooms. View estate inventory. In the following is a detailed list of items currently in the house that have yet to be collected. This list will be updated as new rooms are added. Okay, so I found everything so far. Keycard system. Security doors are doors within the estate that can only be unlocked with an electronic keycard. The keycard system is currently operational. Keycard system settings, return to security. What if I turned it off? Security level medium, offline mode locked. Security level determines the amount of keycard security doors that will be deployed in your estate. Example, you should expect to see 1 or 2 security doors with a low setting and 5 to 6. I want low. Change offline mode. This mode determines the default setting. The security doors will be set to if power is lost. Unlocked. As a general safety rule, offline mode should be set to unlocked if any staff are working on the estate, like me. There's blue and red memos on the desk. Ooh. Look at me. I'm fixing things. Return to security menu. Log into network. Okay, I think I see why I need to write shit down now. Oh, there's blue and red memo. I tried to interact with these ones. I can't. That's a chapel? No. That's a music room? That's a vault. That's a winery? Library. Wow, there's so many cool rooms. And then this is the entrance hall that connects back to the security because of the way we chose it. We have a lot of doors that we ended up making dead ends. I might have been a dum-dum because we not only have one more way to progress, and that could really bite us. But this one. Blue memos are true. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. All right, so there's going to be, we either need a security room in order to unlock everything, because it's going to reset as soon as we lose today, as well as we should stock up on keys the further we go north. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked. This is false. And access levers are no longer required to grant entry. That's also untrue. So it's locked and you need access levers. Terminal password. Fuck. Staff notice. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. Terminal password is blah, 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 blah. Okay, so there's a clock out. Electronic computer terminals. Is that what I was just using? Yeah, that must be this thing. So this is how they clock in and out. But for me, it's how I access the terminal. There's also one in the laboratory. Okay, let's head to the room that the dark room was going to lead us towards. We could either do a lavatory. We don't have gems for a commissary, so let's pick the utility closet this time. Because what's a breaker box? I mean, duh, a breaker box. Ooh, 10. Buck. Uh-oh. Keycard entry system. Off. Dark room? On. Garage? On. Cabinet? What's this? VAC indicators. I had no idea what this is. Danger. Toggling of breaker switches may result in unexpected loss of floor pan functionality. Please call DC Power if you require assistance. Okay, so the keycard system is now off, so everything is now open. We made the dark room bright again. I don't know about the garage and gymnasium. And I don't know what the VAT indicators are. So let's go check the dark room. We have enough steps for now. Hey, the dark room's light again. Which means if it wasn't blocked, we might have been able to do something. Oh, would you look at this? Sinclair. Sinclair with a camera. What's this? I know where this is. You allow sometimes you use a narrator voice while reading sometimes? Yep, sometimes. I love going into different voices. And I love not only my narrator voice, but I'm starting to come to terms with my voice is better suited for higher pitched sounds. Like, all the time I was a singer in high school, I was always prideful of me being a bass singer, and that I could hit low notes and go into a low range. However, my normal voice is not a low-pitched one. This is one that I actively have to go into and utilize. So I realize that I just don't have a naturally sounding low voice. And I own that. So, for the time being, instead of trying to come up with a quote-unquote narrator voice, where the narrator will be just speaking in a low tone, yet trying to make voices come across, I've kind of learned that I should go more into a natural tone of voice for a narrator. Maybe one of my higher-pitched ones. And you know, I throw a little personality on there. It's kind of like that cheeky narrator that is telling you what to do, but you also like them. Honestly, I'm pretty much imitating like a disc jockey from SSX 3 or SSX Tricky. You know, those like 90s, what's the words I'm looking for? Surfer bro kind of narrators. I think that's the voice I'm pulling off. Anyways, there's a heart on this tree, and I know where this apple orchard is. I want to see what this heart says. So we're going to have to do that on the next day. I see a car. I see a coal mine. This didn't work out too well. That's okay. Oh, that's better. That's not. Oh, this is the laboratory, because there's the other computer. Ooh, a gem. Another picture of the orchard. Print notes. HS has requested yet another print of her ladyship, I assume for one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. He said the last development was too dark, so keep an eye on that. Aww. You applaud my creativity? I'm just imitating, but I appreciate it. Alright, already did the guest room. We only have one more room left. What's that say? Also, you look a little suspicious there, buddy. Everything all right? Oh, this is a bedroom of sorts, and I have no idea what this is. A dining room, maybe? More pictures. Syncaco. Is that what these things are? All right. But we're going to take a step back. We're going to go through this door. Nursery. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5 steps. Nope. And it looks like we're about to lose. Because we have no way of gaining more passage. Check one item and retrieve it another day. Oh! That's actually really useful, so we're picking code check. Oh, I love this. Because we're actually about to lose. I have no more progress. God damn, I'm bad at this game. Ding ding. Check an item. You do not currently have items that can be checked. God damn it. We lost. Clock. Lock. Nobody rhyme anything else with that. Yeah, we lost. Call it a day. Wait. Not yet. There's something we can do. So we still have steps. So did I lose my star? No, I just don't have it when I'm outside. I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna see, can we open this? No. This is gonna do something eventually, I know it. Whether it's DLC and they just plan for the future like a genius that the creator of this game is. Did I ever go down here? I didn't. Because what the hell is this? Oh, I'm way outside, so I have no idea. Ooh. Oh. Guys, why is this so fucking pretty? Since we are already going to call it a day, we might as well use our 33 steps to explore more. Like, what's this? You know, I kind of changed my mind about this one. Please no jump scares. Please no jump scares. Okay, no jump scares. I lagged for a bit there. Why is this game so intensive on my GPU? Hold on. What's the button? Is it Windows G? I mean, it's not the most intensive, but it's enough to turn on my GPU fans, which I wasn't expecting that. I'm still getting well over 60 frames. I'm not getting 144, though, which is impressive. All right, so then we're going to head this way, which is going to cost me a step. But I'm going to go to that apple orchard. There was a tree with a heart on it. And I think every time we discover something, we should go investigate. Besides, I can just end the day here. Still don't know what's in the mine. And the orchard was back here, wasn't it? Oh, no! The tree was cut down! You were hoping for jump scares. What's more important, content or my sanity? Oh no, I don't know what this is. And the problem is I can't even use their initials because like my great uncle's initials were H and S, which is 8 and 19 in terms of the alphabet. But I don't know what the other two are. Okay, so eventually we're gonna uncover a 4-digit lock. Or a 4-digit pin. Sanity? Aww. So there's gotta be a way to figure this out based on the information that we don't have currently, but we will eventually. I think the dark room had good information on it, and I did not figure out as much as I should have. I mean, I can always run back, right? But this tree was cut down. Is this a first-person puzzle adventure game? It is a first-person puzzle adventure roguelike. Okay, I'm going back to the dark room. I feel like the dark room with the lights on gives us an opportunity to learn, and we have 30 steps to go learn, so we're going to. And also, we're about out of time. Holy crap, I only got through 2 days in today's stream. What the hell? I love this game. It is not what I was expecting. I love this game. We are 100% going to be playing more of it. Oh, make a wish. Okay. Well, I hope my wish comes true. You and roguelikes don't mesh well. You can blame Omega Labyrinth Life for that. I've never played that one. I like playing Dark Souls. Not Dark Souls. Dead Cells. The other one. That's probably my favorite roguelike. So let's see. I want to go to the dark room, which is a quick turn through security. Then over here to the dark room. So there are pictures in here. Maybe not perfect pictures. But like, here's a lock and then here's this. This tree was cut down currently. Here's a picture of it being up. Sound. So the question is, are there any hints in here of what that 4-digit lock might be? I was going to do something like, how many apples are there in this tree, but apples change. You were hoping for water physics? Oh, like when the coin hit the splash? So the issue that I'm having now is I don't think I'm going to get much. Does she look different in this one, or am I just projecting? I think I'm just projecting. I have no idea what the lock combination is going to be. I wish I could read this a little bit more. Omega Labyrinth Life is loaded with fan service, so you might not like it. It sounds like something I'm not going to play on stream. Yeah, fan service is not my favorite thing in the world. It's fine, but it's, for me, it's not a selling point. It's unnecessary fluff. Requested yet another portrait of her ladyship. I assume one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. He said the last development was too dark. So this photograph. We found the... Oh, we did not. We found the West Wing Hall. We did not find the West Wing. Unless... Let's head back to the West Wing. Let's see if there's, anything of note. Like, maybe photography. Why get fluffed? Yes, yes. Roll the credits. You got me with your fluff. Show the picture again? Oh, I'm sorry, I ran. You'll see, you're great at noticing differences. Ah. Fan service to me is unnecessary fluff, but Rowan is definitely necessary fluff. Rowan is necessary fluff, but Rowan is not fan service. I will have concerns for anyone that says anything to the contrary. Are all of these clocks moving? Holy shit. They are. Oh, there's going to be a time puzzle in here, isn't there? Something like do A, B, and C at time diddle-a-dee. Shit, that's a storeroom. Does Rowan enjoy fan service? I doubt it. But I've never asked him. What's the main objective of this game? Fair question. Because as you can see, all we've been doing is making rooms. So whenever your day resets, which we're on day 2, this is what day 1 looked like, by the way. You start with an entrance hall and then you open a door. You then pick a tile for the next door to be. The goal is to get to antechamber. Oh no, they actually track them all. Because there are 45 tiles. Your uncle gave you a house with 45 rooms. The goal is to... Your goal is to find hidden room 46. So there's apparently a 46th room in a mansion that only has 45 rooms. So you need to find room 46. Despite the house official blueprints only showing a total of 45 rooms, the words of the legal document make it apparent that a 46th room is in the house. In fact, exists. Finding this room is your primary objective while on the estate. It is, after all, your bequest. So your uncle said you can have this house if you can find the 46th room. That's a plane. The fuck is that? Wait, is that the estate? Oh. So this is the entrance. This E is where we're currently at. What's that? So what are all these lines? Was this a hint? God damn it. I need to pay more attention. But also, this hallway in the West Wing. Is this always the West Wing? Like this room specifically? At least according to this picture, this E. This is exactly the room we're at. I wonder if it's always the West Wing. And then a room always goes to the right or it stops. And then whatever this is has me interested. Oh well. Call it a day. Calling it. Day 2. I get it. It's called the Mount Holly mansion. But depending on how far you make it, it comes up with different names. Like this was the Mount Holly small cottage, which consisted of this many rooms. 14 rooms, 45 steps, 3 ranks, no items, and 10 rooms. All right, unfortunately, that's stream time. So we have to hit save and quit. I want to keep playing, but it's too late. It is a work night, it is a school night, it is a Thursday night. So everybody with Friday stuff, myself included, we have to go do that. So hold on 1 second as I change up the lights back. So Rowan, bring the lights on. Ah, flashbang. And let's see. Where's my background? I need to put buttons on for these and turn the lights on. You'll just wait for Sunday? That's fair. I won't. I need to go to work tomorrow. And then I get to enjoy a long break. Excuse me. Yeah. As I yawn. Because I am taking next week off from work. So I won't be at work next week. Which is going to be nice. Just a nice staycation. Just some time off to just relax, give Rowan some attention. You know, just take my mind off of working. Another week skipped and soon a flight to home. Oh, yay! That'll be fun. But anyways, I need to go to bed. The rest of you do too, more than likely. I'm not your parent. I actually don't give a shit. Go do whatever you want, but it won't be live on stream with me. Here, Rowan, let's there. 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 That's a good kitty. Okay. Put this back on. Rowan's gonna have me on belly rubbing duty. Yes, he is. So let's get a head start on that. So everybody, thank you all for tuning in today. I hope you had a hell of a lot of fun. I know I did. This game is not what I was initially expecting, but I am very happy with the outcome of what it is. I was not expecting a roguelike. Clearly, I did not watch enough of the stream or the gameplay to know that. I should have figured that out. I knew it was somewhat roguelike because I knew it was like procedurally generated. And by procedurally, I mean you pick the next tiles. I didn't realize it was a reset every single time. I thought it was a story that created things, and then as you went to a different room, other rooms reset, or you place tiles on top. I thought it was a story-based game. But I'm still going to have a lot of fun. This might not become a episodic game where we play it, every single week, but it's going to be in our rotation of games to play. And especially early on, this is going to be a really good Thursday game because we can do a day or two and then call it a stream. So maybe we'll just keep this into the mix as we have Hollow Knight and Dark Souls 2 taking up our weekends, and obviously Mega Man taking up our Wednesdays. But all right, I'm off to bed. The rest of you, have a good night. Enjoy your tomorrow with no stream, and then we'll be playing Hollow Knight on Saturday and Dark Souls 2 on Sunday, just to reiterate. And again, if you don't know what time that is or what day it is, even though I just said it, there's always the schedule, which is on the channel and the socials by the wonderful card on the table that keeps switching between the socials. But yeah, I'm out. Citizens, you have a great one. From good eye to goodbye. Have a good one, everyone. And I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye-bye now.